right, so what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be streaming some Modern Horizons 3 pack openings. We're gonna see what I pull. So I am gonna have to switch band down. Man, y'all are crazy. Alright, so don't be alarmed from this little change in audio because I do need to change my microphone. Yeah, I know it's you, Messi. I know. So we got some MH3 stuff. I do need to change my audio real quick so I can have the audio still there due to my mic. So I'm gonna sound like this for stream at the moment. All right. I hope that's not too jarring for people. Let me hello. Let me hear myself. Ah, that's kind of cringe, but we're fine. All right. So I got the pre-release, and I got 2 booster packs, thanks to the companion app. Yeah. So we'll open up the packs first. So we'll see what we get in this pack right here. The companion app, yeah, it's an app where it's just official Magic the Gathering app. Hold on. Companion, here we go. See? It's an official Magic the Gathering. Do I do any IRL tournaments? I'm actually going to be talking about that a little more later on in the stream. Oh, there's the event for the pre-release. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about my home screen. So yeah, it's just an app where you can keep track of events that's going on, stuff like that, and then you can enter into tournaments with this. Which I will be doing a pre-con or a pre-release tournament a little later. Oh wait, no, this was for the at-home pre-release stuff. And you can even host stuff, like host events on here. It's a really cool app. All right, so here's the first play booster. All right, so we got an Accursed Marauder. Thank you. An Ugin's Binding. It has the Void. Nice. Pearl Medallion. Evolution Witness. Blood-Soaked Insight. An Idol of the False God. A Furnace Hellkite. A Tranquil Landscape. Jolted Awake. Shattered Landscape. Horrific Assault. Sharpeden's Simulacrum. That's another Simulacrum card. Damn. Alright. Down Your Lurker. And a Breathe Your Last. Ooh, nice. Removal. Ooh, it's creature or planeswalker. And you gain 1 life for each of its colors. Ooh, that's kind of gross. I think that's probably the best card that we got out of here. Except for this one, maybe. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each 1 life your opponent has lost this turn. Target opponent exiles the top 3 cards of their library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. If you cast a spell this way, mana of any type can be spent to cast it. That's pretty fucking good. Pearl Medallion's pretty alright. I am planning on building a mono white deck eventually, so that's gonna be a pretty good card to put in there. All right, on to the next booster. But yeah, I will be talking about me doing tournaments a little bit later. All right, cool. I got a blood token. And for any codes that I get in here, I will be putting into Arena on stream as well, probably. So I got a Plains. Fell the Profane. Another removal spell. That's awesome, and it's foil. Abstruse Appropriation. It's another Devoid card. Exile target non-land permanent. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. You may spend colorless mana as though it were mana of any color to cast. Ooh, that's man, that's what I'm saying. Like, this Wooburg Eldrazi deck is fucking hella lit, dude. Nadier's Nightblade. Nice, that's a pretty good card. Monstrous Vortex. Cursed Wombat. Propagator Drone. Ooh, nice, an Eldrazi. Let's go. A Bountiful Landscape with land cycling. Or not land cycling, just regular cycling. That's actually interesting. I don't think I've ever seen like actual lands with regular cycling and not land cycle. Got Mandibular Kite. I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, it's another living weapon. That's awesome, actually. Malevolent Rumble. That's a pretty good card. You may put so you reveal the top 4 of your library and put a permanent card from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard, and then you create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn with sacrifice this creature and add a colorless. We got another Eldrazi, Withering Chrysalis. Or Writhing Chrysalis, my bad. It also has Devoid. Whenever you cast this spell, create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn creature with, again, the same shit. But this one has reach. And whenever you sacrifice another Eldrazi, you put a +1/+1 counter on this. That's fucking insane, dude. Listen, the amount of Eldrazi cards that are going to be fucking broken from this set is just insanity. We got Siege Smash. Target artifact removal. That's awesome. A Tempest Harvester. Little merfolk that gives energy. And then a Scrollless Sentry. That's pretty good. These are some pretty good pulls. I'm actually excited about these Eldrazi cards because that's actually amazing. Permanents you control whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on this permanent, put an additional +1/+1 counter. That only triggers once each turn. Nadir's Nightblade is a pretty good one. This runs really well in token decks. So all of these Devoid cards that I'm pulling are definitely going into that Wooburg Eldrazi deck that I want to build. It's the Precon, but I'm probably going to just skip out on the Precon and just build it from scratch. All right, here we go. On to the actual pre-release. I always hate pulling these out because they're just so hard to get out. Man, look at those Eldrazi's. You got Kozilek on there, and then Ulamog with Emrakul. Dude, this box art's fucking amazing. And then, oh, that That spinning dice, dude. Oh shit, that's awesome. That spinner dice, man. Oop, I dropped it. Shit. Let's give it a quick spin. What do we get? 17. We got a 17, everybody. By the way, any of these cards that I'm not keeping for myself will be going up onto a TCG player, store that my beautiful partner owns. And I will be leaving a link to that real soon. So let's go on and open up the first. Actually, before we open up that one, we get a pre-release thing. What does this say? Building a pre-release deck. Oh, it just tells you how to build a deck, essentially. Then we got this little, fuck what they're called. I don't remember what these are called. But these are the promos. Here's the arena code. I'm not going to show that because that's for me, not for you guys. And then Chthonian Nightmare is our promo. It says whenever it enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy counters. Then you can pay X energy, sacrifice a creature, and return Chthonian Nightmare to its owner's hand. And then it has a colon. Return target card with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ooh, that's broken as fuck. Okay. And then you just got these little proxy cards here. All right, on to the first pack. So Modern Horizons 3 is probably one that I was super excited about when I first heard about it. Because it's just such a good set. All right, so we got a Phyrexian Worm token. Then we got another Serpedian Simulacrum, a Sage of the Unknowable, another Horrific Assault, Eviscator's Insight. Ooh, it's another additional cost card where you draw 2 cards. I love these kind of cards because I like to run sacrifice decks. But what's different about this one is that it has flashback. All the other ones don't have flashback, which for those of you who don't play Magic, flashback lets you play the card again for this cost, the flashback cost. Expel the Unworthy. Ooh, it's a kicker card. Choose target creature with mana value 3 or less. If this spell was kicked, instead choose target creature. Exile the chosen creature, then its controller gains life equal to its mana value. It's just the worst Swords to Plowshare. Ooh, Drown Yard Lurker, another one, and then a Seething Landscape. Sacrifice Seething Landscape, search your library for a basic swamp, mountain, or island. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Okay, so that kind of sucks because it's just a worse like land that lets you fetch any mountain. I think what is it? It's 3 visits, I believe, that allows you to fetch any forest, mountain, island, or swamp. Because then you can get things like Birthing Pod and, you know, all the dual lands that say forest or island. So yeah, it's just a worse fucking one. Ghostfire Slice. This spell costs 2 lets for if a controller or if an opponent controls a multicolor permanent. Oh, okay, so it's basically just Lightning Bolt, but with the Void. Interesting. The Hunger Tide Rises. So this is a 4 set, a 4 lore counter saga card. The first 3 sagas is create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token. Sacrifice any number of creatures. Search your library and or graveyard for a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of creatures exile or sacrificed this way, and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle. That's not a bad card, especially if you look at all the Eldrazi cards that like allow you to make the 0/1 Eldrazi creatures. And then if you have cards in there like Doubling Season and stuff like that, it can get out of hand very quickly. Alright, then we get Hydroelectric Specimen. It has flash. When it ETBs, you may change the target of target instant or sorcery spell with a single target to Hydroelectric Specimen. Okay, so that's basically just Imp's Mischief on a creature, and it's blue. Ooh, we got a Buried Alive. I think this might go into my veto deck that I just built. So we can search my library for creatures like that. Then we got the one of the new Flare cards. Flare of Cultivation. You may sacrifice a non-token green creature rather than pay the spell at this cost. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal those cards, put one of them onto the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand, and then shuffle. So it's basically just a free Cultivate. And then, ooh, we got Path of Annihilation. It's another Devoid card. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 0/1 Eldrazi spawns. With, of course, sacrifice this creature, add a colorless. Eldrazi's you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. When you cast a creature spell with mana value 7 or greater, you gain 1 life. Man, this Eldrazi deck is just gonna fucking go hard, dude. And then we just got a basic swamp. With all these Devoid cards, and then it's like, what is it? It's All is Dust or something like that, where you can destroy all or basically all colored spells or all colored permanents. Alright, on to the second pack. What? Alright. We're on the second pack of the pre-release anyway. Alright, so we got a zombie token with another energy token. Alright, so we got Aether Spike. Choose target spell, you get 2 energy counters. Then you may pay any amount of energy, counter that spell unless its controller pays 1 for each energy paid this way. Yeah, the zombie token's pretty cool. And then we got a Nightshade Dryad. This one's a pretty good mana dork because it does have Death Touch. So even if you don't tap it for mana, you can still use it as a pretty terrifying blocker. And then we got a Refurbished Familiar. It's a artifact creature, zombie rat, with affinity for artifacts, and it has flying. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, I draw a card. Ooh, that's pretty nasty. And then we got a Rose Cotton Knight. It has vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 of your library. You may reveal an artifact or an enchantment creature from among them. Put it into your hand and put the rest at the bottom of your library in any random order. If you don't put a card into your hand this way, put a +1/+1 counter on Rose Cotton Knight. So this is a pretty interesting card, I think, because you can run this in a not so artifacts and enchantments matter, because then you're just continuously putting +1/+1s on this creature, because it is a May ability. So you can put like a ton of you can put it into like a creatures matter deck, and so you're just revealing creatures and lands, and sure, you may have some artifacts in there like rocks and stuff, but I can see this card getting out of control very easily. Oh, we got Void Pouncer with Kicker 2 and a colorless. It is also a Devoid Eldrazi. If Void Pouncer was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters and a trample counter on it with haste. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. The Eldrazi deck is just gonna be fucking broken as all hell. Because how are you gonna tell me that with cards like this, the Eldrazi deck just isn't gonna get out of hand so quickly? I just hope that with how many cards that can get out of hand, they don't get banned really fast, because then I would just have a bunch of banned cards. But we'll have to see. All right, so we got Electrozoa. It's a jellyfish with flash and flying. When it ETBs, you get 2 energy counters. Now at the beginning of your pre-combat phase, tap Electrozoa unless you pay an energy. Ooh, we got an Eldrazi Boar Beast. Warped Tusker with Reach. Whenever you cast or cycle Warp Tusker, create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn token, which is insane. Gonna have a lot of really good cards to pick out of these to build that Eldrazi deck. So we got Grim Servant. It's a zombie warlock, 3 and a black with menace. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a card equal or less than or equal to your devotion to black. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. You lose 3 life. Ooh. Might have to put that in veto as well. We'll have to see about that one. Oh, nice. We got Eldrazi Ravager with Annihilator 1. Sacrifice 2 Eldrazi's. Return Eldrazi Ravager to from the graveyard to your hand, and it has cycling too. Again, I don't know how with these many broken Eldrazi cards, this Eldrazi deck isn't even thought about being played. We got Fel the Profane again, but instead we got the regular art instead of the foil. We got Emerald Medallion, which is the same thing as Pearl Medallion, but for green instead. Then we got Disruptor Flute. It's an artifact with flash. As Disruptor Flute enters the battlefield, choose a card name. Spells with the chosen card name cost 3 more to cast. Jesus Christ. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Holy fuck. Can this shut down Urza? I would have to look more into that card. But is that going to be the new cursed totem? Like, alright, then we got Threbin Charm. It's 1 and a white. Threbin Charm deals damage equal to twice the number of creatures you control to target creature. Destroy target enchantment or exile any number of target players' graveyards. This is a very interesting card, I think. And then we got a forest. All very interesting cards, I think. Honestly, that Eldrazi Ravager is probably my favorite card that we've pulled out so far. So we're on the 3rd pack of the pre-release. Got a Nyxborn Hydra. It's an enchantment creature with Bestow. Has Reach and Trample. Nyxborn Hydra enters the battlefield with X/1/1 counters on it, which is what I believe the Bestow is. Oh no, that's the X cost. Okay. So it's basically a green walking ballista, except enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counters on Nyxborn Hydra, and has Reach and Trample. That's insane. Because imagine you can get a combo going like Basalt Monolith with Rings of Bright Hearth, or even a Devoted Druid like combo where you can get infinite green mana. This is just insane. Because what the fuck? They just made a new walking ballista because if you pay the Bestow cost, if you cast this card for its Bestow cost, it is an aura spell with enchant creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached. So it's basically like Reality Chip in a way. But they basically just made it so you can have your commander have infinite +1/+1 counters on it. And if you have a commander that has a vigilance, what the fuck, Wizards? Because, dude, imagine, because you now have a creature with vigilance, trample, and reach with infinite +1/+1 counters on it. I mean, it's obviously going to take a while to get that on the field, right? Because it's only 1 out of 99 if you're looking at it from a commander's perspective. But like, still, this might break CEDH in a way. All right, we got another Scurrilous Sentry. Inspired Inventor. It's a human artificer. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1. You get 3 energy counters. Oh, excuse me. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Or create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Interesting. Inventor's Axe. It has flash. It's 1 red. When Inventor's Axe ETBs, you get 2 energy counters. When Inventor Axe enters the battlefield, attach it to a target creature. Equipped creature gets a +2/+0. And then it has an equip cost of 2 energy. We got another Tempest Harvester. Oh, we got a Riddlegate Gargoyle. It's an artifact creature. When it enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy counters. Whenever you attack, you may pay 2 energy. When you do, target creature you control gains lifelink until end of turn. That's a very interesting card, because flying with lifelink can get out of hand, kind of. We got another Tranquil Landscape. We got a Reckless Pyro Surfer. It has haste and landfall. When a land enters under your control, Reckless Pyro Surfer gains Battle Cry until end of turn, which means whenever this creature attacks, each other attacking creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Each instance of Battle Cry triggers separately. Interesting. Then we got Lion Umbra. Enchant modified creature. Interesting. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3 and has... There it is. There's the Vigilance and Reach. And it has Umbra armor, so if enchanted creature would be destroyed, instead remove all damage from it and destroy this aura instead. So honestly, there's your Vigilance and Reach. Like, ooh, Drowner of Truth. Oh, it's a flip card. Let's go. Okay. Which, it's just a land on the other side, but still, that's crazy. So, Drowner of Truth, it has the Void. Whenever you cast a spell, if a colorless was spent to cast it, create 2/0/1 Eldrazi spawn creature tokens. So, you will be able to get Eldrazi spawns just by paying with Soul Ring. That's insane. Or you can use one of the Eldrazi spawns. So you use one Eldrazi spawn to pay for this creature, and you get 2 more in return. That is insane. Yeah, I think I'm gonna heavily look into building that Eldrazi deck, because these cards are just insanely good. Then we got Deep Analysis. Target player draws 2 cards. Then it has a flashback cost of 1 and a blue, and you pay 3 life. That's pretty alright. That's alright. Inverted Polarity. 2 blue and a red. Oh, I remember hearing about this card. People were saying that a lot of Crick and Sakashima, or Krark and Sakashima players might be putting this into their CEDH decks. Specifically because they are a coin flip deck. So it says choose target spell, then flip a coin. If you win the flip, you gain control of that spell and you may choose a new target for it. If you lose the flip, counter that spell. So either way, they lose that spell if it's not countered. So you can say, I want to change the direction of your demonic tutor to myself. And if you're playing Krark and Sakashima, Krark will copy this, and then Sakashima, how it normally works is Sakashima's a copy of Krark. You'll be flipping 3 coins. 3 times this spell will be copied, and then you flip a coin for each time. So it either counters the demonic tutor instead, or you get to copy it. And imagine if you're able to demonic tutor like however many times the spell gets copied. At least I feel like that's how that would work. Oh, no way. We got Tamio. We got Tamio. So she has flying. When it attacks, investigate. Whenever you draw your third card this turn, exile Tamio, return it to the battlefield, transformed under her owner's control. And then we got the Planeswalker side of Tamio. If you +2 her until your next turn, whenever a creature attacks you or a Planeswalker you control, it gets -0, or -1, -0 until end of turn. If you -3 her, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. If a green card added, if it's a green card, add 1 mana of any color. And when you ultimate her, you draw equal. You draw equal of cards. You draw equal to half of the number of cards in your library rounded up. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. Hey, it's 7. What's good? And fuck you, you're a loser. Dude, look at this. I pulled the Tamio. I think I might see her in the future. We might build her eventually. That shit would be awesome. And then we got a Muster of the Departed. When it enters the battlefield, under you create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. And it has Morbid. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, populate. Ooh. Ugh. That's kind of good. I got hit with ads. Hold up. Damn. Imagine getting hit with ads. Couldn't be me. I hate how many ads Twitch has on here now. And it's pretty cool though that Tamio is Simic. At least I would think that's how she would work, right? She is a Simic card because she's mono blue on the front, but she's Simic on the back. So when you build her, it will be a Simic commander, right? I'm asking you because you're a judge. 7. Damn. Yeah, no, that's crazy. We might see her in the future on Spell Table, boys. Alright, moving on to the 4th pack of the pre-release. We got a Temperamental Oozewag. What the fuck? It's a ooze brushwag creature with adapt 2. Modified creatures you control have in trample. That's nice, actually, not gonna lie. Then we got a Dream Drinker Vampire. It's just a 2/1 with lifelink with adapt 1. And whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on Dream Drinker Vampire, it gains menace until end of turn. Not too bad. We got Nyxborn Unicorn. It has Mentor. Interesting. Whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. Out of all the flip walkers, the Ajani is the best one by far. I haven't seen the Ajani one yet, so I'll have to look into that one. Then we got a Galvanic Discharge. Choose target creature or planeswalker. You get 3 energy. You may pay any amount of energy. Galvanic Discharge deals that much damage to the target permanent. Ew, that's gross. Ooh, another Devoid Eldrazi. This one, the blue one. Petrifying Meddler. Whenever you cast this spell, tap up to 1 target creature, put a stun counter on it, And it's a 4/5 with reach. Ew, that's gross. Sneaky Snacker. It's a fairy rogue. Whenever you draw your third card in a turn, return Sneaky Snacker from your graveyard to your battlefield tapped. That's very interesting. Get another Bountiful Landscape. Emissary of Soulfire. When it enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy. Pay 2 energy. Put an Exalted counter on target creature you control. Only activate as a sorcery. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. For each Exalted permanent. Jeez. Ooh, then we got the Dreadmobile. It's an artifact vehicle. It has Menace. You may pay 1, sacrifice another artifact or creature, and you put a +1/+1 counter on it. With only crew 1, that's interesting. Static Prison. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to target or exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until Static Prison leaves the battlefield. You get 2 energy. At the beginning of pre-combat main phase, sacrifice Static Prison unless you pay an energy. I feel like the Eldrazi and the energy are very you posted a pic in the Discord. I will take a look in just a moment. I feel like the Eldrazi and the energy cards are very, what's the word I'm looking for? They're very noticeably more present in these than the other cards. Hey, we got my boy Junk Diver. If anyone has played with me, you guys are very familiar with this card. I run it in a lot of sacrifice decks because you can easily get infinite mana with this when you have Astronaut's Altar and Mirror Retriever on the field. I love Junk Diver as a card. Fuck that card. Fuck you, Junk Diver. Nah, I love Junk Diver. It's a very good card. Honestly, I'm surprised a lot more people don't run it, especially in aristocrats decks, especially when they play Exsanguinate, because that is an easy way to win with Exsanguinate. And I've actually done it with Exsanguinate. So it's a really bad card. What are you talking about? I love Junk Diver. Junk Diver is a really, really good card. Ooh, and then we got a Genku Future Shaper. It's a legendary Moonfolk wizard. When another non-token permanent you control leaves the battlefield, choose up to one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Create a creature token with those characteristics. You can choose a 2/2 white fox with vigilance, a 1/2 blue merfolk with flying, a 1/1 black rat with lifelink, and then you can pay 3 and a white and blue. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Ew, okay, so this is a very nice flicker commander, I feel like, especially for only 4 CMC. Like 2 in Azorius. Like, that's not a bad cost for a commander. I know, you're just messing around. And then we got another Rose Cotton Knight. Then we got a Forest, and then we got a Kraken creature token. So we're getting very close to the end here of opening the pre-release. We only got 2 packs left. And then I will actually be talking about my plans on competing, because I do have some plans to compete in CEDH tournaments in the future. you get a tentacle hentai off screen. Nah, this is my tentacle hentai. All right, let's open up pack number 5. Hey, yo, yeah, exactly. You you heard what I said. I said what I said. Okay, we got another Electrozoa, another Temperamental, another Dream Drinker, another Nyx-born Unicorn. What the fuck? Didn't I just open this pack? Another Galvanic just discharge. Ooh, a Snapping Voidcraw. Devoid, and it's a Mana Dork. It's an Eldrazi Mana Dork. Let's go. Yo, listen, I'm not saying it's gonna be broken as shit, but this Eldrazi, this Devoid Wooberg, man. Then we got a Perilous Landscape. Nice. We got another fetch land for a basic island, mountain, or plains card this time. And we got a Snow-Covered Waves. That's not bad. That ain't bad. I like that. This is actually the first snow-covered land that I ever touched in my life. Ooh, and we got another Eldrazi. Depth Defiler. It has a kicker of just colorless. Whenever you cast a spell, choose one. If it was kicked, choose both instead. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Target player draws 2 cards, then discards the card. Man, I ain't saying it, but I ain't saying it. I ain't saying nothing. Then we got Mob. It is a 3-cost goblin. Sacrifice Mob. It deals 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 targets. So I guess you can just block with it and then sacrifice the creature on damage, and you can deal 1 damage to each of your opponents. That would be a good way to run that card, I would think. Franco player is going to be going off hard with that card. And then we got Strength of the Harvest. It's a 2 and a green or white CMC card. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each creature and or enchantment you control. Again, I ain't saying it. And then it's just a land on the back. I ain't saying it, but we might. We might actually. And then we got a Shrieking Drake. When it ETBs, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. Interesting. So got a little bit of a bounce spell there. Ain't no way. We got the fucking Necro Dominance. It's just the worst Necropotence. Skip your draw step. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay any amount of life. If you do, draw that many cards. Your maximum hand size is 5. If a card or token would be put into the graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Now, the thing that I like about Necro Dominance instead of Necropotence is that you draw these cards instead. And it's at the beginning of your end step. But the thing is that Necropotence is still a better card. Specifically because it doesn't reduce your hand size, for one. Because what if you draw into your Reliquary Tower with the Necro Dominance? not only are you losing life, you can't play that Reliquary Tower at the moment. Now, if you're running an artifact deck or any deck that will allow you to flash in spells at any time, then I understand that. Where you can draw into your thought vessel and then flash it in, right? Then you wouldn't have to discard and you would have no max hand size. But I just think that this card just provides too much of a risk. Where Necropotence, there's not really a lot. And then we got the Airy Auxiliary. Flying when it ETBs, support 2, put a +1/+1 counter on each up to 2 other target creatures. That's interesting. And then we got that little art card. Alright, here is the last pack of the Modern Horizons 3 pre-release. Let's see it. I already see the energy token. We'll see what that is first, actually. I think the Tamio is probably the best pull that we got out of this, other than the Eldrazi's. It's giving Pokemon? Yeah, it really is giving Pokemon. Alright. Ooh, nice, it's a servo. We'll be replacing that servo token, or this will be replacing a servo token that I already run. Alright, let's see. First card. And it's an equipment. It's a living weapon. Colossal Dread Mask. An equipped creature gets +6/+6 and has trample. Holy shit. Green players are really eating up this pre-release, I'm not gonna lie. But look at that CMC though. Fucking 6 mana cost? Holy. And the equip cost is 5. Dude, that's insane. That's a little too much for me, if you ask me. And then we got a retrofitted Transmogrant. Say 1/1. Ooh, Shirei maybe? If I decide to rebuild her. You pay 3 and a black, and you can return it to the battlefield tapped with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. And then we got another little kite, living weapon with equipped creature, gets +1/+1 and has flying. But that equip cost just isn't worth it for me. It's okay, 7. Shirei's taken apart at the moment. Sage of the Unknowable again. Now, I got a question here. So this reads, tap it, add a colorless, right? Spend this mana only to cast a colorless spell or activated ability. Because I built that veto deck that I put in the server. But back to my question. The void cards say that this card has no color. So if I'm able to tap this, I'm able to cast this with the mana spent from this. Because it is indeed a colorless creature. Like, right? That's how that would go? We got a horrific assault again. Ooh, an obstinate gargoyle. It has flying as long as it's modified. Have you or a loved one ever. You may be entitled to compensation. You're so funny. Shirai wasn't that bad, though. I think Vito might actually be worse. Because Vito, the way I built it, is a little more consistent than Shirai. So, the abused may say otherwise. No, if you really want to be abused by one of my decks, even 7 can attest to this. You gotta play against Urza. you gotta play against my boy. Which is the deck I will be talking about after I pull these cards. Ooh, we got a new landscape, Twisted Landscape. It's for swamp, mountain, or forest. Put it onto the battlefield, tapped and shuffle. Oh, look at that. We got our flying Eldrazi's. Hope Ender Caudal. Caudal? Flash. When you cast the spell, counter target. Oh my god, it's a fucking Eldrazi counter spell. There ain't no fucking way, dude. Oh my god, we actually have Eldrazi counter spells. Unless they pay 1. Thank you, 7, for being our local judge. Yeah, no, that's kind of what I was thinking. So you could use this mana dork to indeed cast these colorless spells. So we got Essence Reliquary as well. This is a 2-cost or a 3-cost artifact. You can tap it, return target permanent you control, and all auras you control attached to it to its owner's hand. Activate only during your turn. That's not fair, I think. Alright, Disciple of Prerelease. It's a very expensive elf. Yes, they are. They are forever free 7, and you better learn your place. When it ETBs, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, you gain X life and draw X cards where it is that creature's power. Okay, again, with that creature that has the bestow, what the fuck is this? Because again, say you have the Devoted Druid combo and you have infinite green mana. You just cast this. Fine, see if I answer any more questions. Well, fuck you too. You just cast this, and then on ETB, you sacrifice that really, really big fucking creature, and then you just draw out your entire fucking library. And then you still have the infinite green mana. So, like, you still have that infinite green mana. So you can cast all your shit. Okay. Reform. When it dies, create a 3/3 blue fish creature token. When this creature dies, create a 6/6 blue whale creature token. When this creature dies, create a 9/9 blue kraken creature token. Fuck you. That shit ain't going in my L. If I see that shit in my L, I'm going to cry. We got a Null Drifter. Ooh, shit. Dude, I am loving these Eldrazi cards. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kind of glad I didn't buy the Eldrazi Precon. Because I'm just gonna look at what is in the Eldrazi Precon, take out what I want from the Eldrazi Precon, and then just build this deck. I think that's what other people are doing as well. Oh, we got Primal Prayers, the full art. When Primal Prayers ETBs, you get 2 energy counters. You may cast creature spells with mana value 3 or less by paying 1 energy rather than paying its mana cost. If you cast a spell this way, you may cast it as though you have flash. What did I just say? Like, this shit be going hard. Ain't no way we got 6, dude. We got 6 in the last pack. And it's a foil? I know 6 is cracked. Okay, so this is what 6 reads. When 6, he has reach. When 6 attacks, mill 3 cards. You may put a land card from among them into your hand. As long as it's your turn, non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have reach race. Which reach race is, you may cast permanent cards from your graveyard by discarding a land in addition to paying its CMC. Voice crack? Oh, fuck you. You know what? Oh, no, I don't have blurb enabled yet. No, 6 is fucking insane, dude. A lot of people are saying that he's gonna be able to be a mono green CEDH commander, which is very, very rare. That is how viable this card is. Because people are making a huge fucking deal about this card. He might be the next to be built. Because pulling 6, dude? Oh my god. That's insane. The fact that I even pulled 6 is just insanity. Yes, I did pull 6. That's a lot of cards. Damn straight. Damn fucking straight. And you know what is going in it? That fucking... Oh, man. Dude, this is going to be insane. Six is going to be nuts. Oh my god, I need to start working on him. Because this is going to be an insane commander. Oh, I can't believe I pulled that. How much is 6 actually? Let me look. We're gonna look at how much 6 is. Oh. Oh, is he $8 to $9? Well, thank you for looking that up for me. Alright. Now, what we're gonna do is we are going to move over to Arena real quick so we can pull another pack, or how many it will give me. Hold on, do I have Steam installed yet? I don't have Steam installed. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I had to reinstall Windows because Linux was just giving me too much problems. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna have to install fucking. I'm gonna have to install Arena, and that's just gonna be too much to do right now. So I'll probably open those packs another time on Arena, or I'll probably just do it off stream and then post what I pull in the server. But Jesus Christ. Loving that 6, dude. Ooh, and then we just got all these Eldrazi cards that I'm definitely going to be doing something with. Now, the rest of these cards right here, these are all going to be going up on my darling's TCG player store. So if you could kindly post a link to your TCG player, my love. No, you? Damn, fine. I don't even remember what your TCG player is. That's right. This was all just a bait for you guys to buy cards. Jesus Christ. His borderless is already $50? That is insanity. Oh, and here's the Ajani card. Here, let's look at this real quick. So this is the Ajani. When he enters, put a plus or a 2/1 white cat warrior creature token on the battlefield, or create one. Whenever one or more cats you control die, you may exile a Johnny, then return him in his planeswalker form. So his +2 is, his +2 is put a +1/+1 counter on each cat you control. You can +0 him, create a 2/1 white cat creature warrior token. When you do, if you control a red permanent other than a Johnny, he deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to any target. And then when you alt him, each opponent chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-land permanents they control, then sacrifice the rest. Dude, resetting the fucking game with a Johnny kind of makes me want to build Rin and Siri again, just because of how fucking how fucking good that would be. Or Jetmir even. Like, or any, like, tribal cats. That is insane. I don't know. I like the Tamio. The Tamio is pretty crazy, especially since she's blue. And her alt isn't that bad. Her -7 really isn't that bad. But we'll see. But what we want to do is we want to go to TCG player. Here we go. This is my lovely partner's TCG player. Here you go, chat. These cards will be going up. These cards right here. How did you find that? What do you mean? These will be going up on this storefront. So, if you guys ever want to buy Magic or Lorcana or Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, this is your place to be. So yeah. We'll definitely be building some of these. Well, I'm gonna have to go through them, see which ones I want. I actually want to see how much is Necro Dominance at the moment. Because not necrophilia, Google, what the fuck? Dominance. Hold up, I got you. Right now, near mint is going for $23.97. Market price is $24.83. So this with 6, and then how much is Tamio? Tamio, Inquisitive Student. Oh, we're still shopping with my baby. This is a $21 card, $23 card near mint. So I actually just got my money back. I got my money back with buying the pre-release. And it makes me want to sleeve up these cards now. If I'm being completely honest. It makes me want to sleeve up these cards. Yeah, Necro Dominance is $24.83. Yeah, I really want to sleeve up these right now. Because I feel like touching them is too much without sleeves on. But I don't have sleeves at the ready. Wait, that's a lie. Yes, I do. I do have sleeves at the ready. Oh, my magic stuff is falling. Here we go. I do have sleeves at the ready. Okay. So Tamio is a $25 card. So she's definitely getting sleeved up. Oh my god, don't fucking rip or tear or anything. Tamio's sleeved up. 6 is getting sleeved up. And then how much is the full art for Primal Prayers? And we got the art card. No. So even just the art card, I believe I did get the art card for it as well. That's 56 cents. Primal Prayers. We got the borderless. Yes, we got the borderless. This is a $6 card. No, it's all good. I got the prices. So anything that's like above $1 is going into a sleeve. So that Primal Prayers is going into a sleeve. The Necro Dominance is going into a sleeve. Yeah, no, these are insanely like good pulls. So I did make about my money back with what I bought. Which is kind of insane because I never really pull that great of cards. So yeah, we got the Necro Dominance sleeved up. We got the Primal Prayers sleeved up. 6 is sleeved up, and also Tamio is indeed sleeved. Now it's all about what I would like to do with these cards next. I am most definitely keeping 6 because he is becoming a new commander of mine. Tamio might as well. But yes, just keep an eye on that TCG player store that I posted, and a good majority of these cards will be going up on there. I enjoyed this thoroughly. Pulling packs like this is a very is a pastime I've had ever since I was young. Back when I used to pull Pokemon and stuff, and have a lot of fun doing that because that was something I would do with my cousin that I grew up with. And we would just pull Pokemon packs all the time. And then that did slowly kind of trickle into a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day, and then obviously now Magic the Gathering. But yeah, no, this was really fun. I would like to do more streams like this too. Kind of makes me want to go get more. Sorry. Wait. Okay. But going to what I want to do for tournaments, because I was asked earlier if I do tournaments, which I'm going to start going to. I'm going to start competing officially in CEDH tournaments once I'm able to afford to do so. Because sadly they are kind of expensive. So I will be entering CEDH tournaments with my good boy Lord High Artificer here. And maybe 6 if I decide to build him in a CEDH manner. I feel like that is the only way to build him though, so we'll see. We'll definitely see. If I do build the CEDH version of him, I'm definitely going to get the borderless card of him, because I actually want to see what it is, what it looks like. 6. Where's his borderless? Yeah, look at that. That is beautiful right there. That is beautiful art. Yeah, they did make a Eldrazi version of Muldrifter. All of these Eldrazi cards are just hilariously like interesting. So I am getting handed some other cards here. These are the cards that my darling has pulled as well. So we'll take a look at those right now. I'm taking these are the only cards that she really cared about. No. You did not get that card. Okay. You saw what on Facebook? People really want to rule 0 no Soul Ring? That's kind of stupid. Anyway, she got Shadow of the Second Sun, which was her promo. Now, this was the card that I kind of freaked out about. It that heralds the end. Colorless spells with mana value 7 or greater cost 1 less to cast. Other colorless creatures you control get +1/+1. Motherfucker! That's... Oh, I'm stealing this from you. I hope you know that. She also got a propagator drone, which I got as well. Basking Brood Scale. This is a crazy Eldrazi spell. Whenever one or more +1/+1 encounters are put on Brood Scale, you create a 1/1 or a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token with sacrifice at a colorless mana. Now this card that is up next is one I will also be stealing. She got Urza's Cave. It is a fetch land to get any land card. Put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. But you have to pay 3 and tap it. But anyway, this will be definitely going in to a binder or something. I'm kidding. I don't actually think I will be getting that card. She also pulled Ruby Medallion, so we pulled 3 out of the 5 Wooburg medallions. What the fuck are these? These two Eldrazi's are very, very interesting. Yes. We sadly we didn't get any of the full art or any of the borderless medallions, which I really want the Jet medallion because oh my god, mwah, that art is perfection. That art of Jet medallion is perfection. I also want the Sapphire medallion one so I can replace that with the Sapphire medallion I have in Urza currently. Just because I love that art as well. Now, she also pulled Devourer of Destiny. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, at the beginning of your first upkeep, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may put one of those cards back on top of your library, exile the rest. You can cast, when you cast this spell, exile target permanent that's 1 or more colors. And then she pulled this card, which I'm not quite sure what I'm more scared of. Aslask, the swelling scourge. When this or another colorless creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. Then you can pay Wooburg. Creatures you control get +X until end of turn, where X is the number of experience counters you have. Scions and spawns you control gain Indestructible and Annihilator 1 until end of turn. I don't know if I'm more scared of this or Ulalek. Because what the fuck? Aslask is fucking insane. Because you still have Wooburg as your color identity. But this is just Wooburg Eldrazi aristocrats. I don't know what I'm more scared of. Like that is insanity. That is the definition of an insanity. Anyway, she also got this. The I don't even know how to say that. Colosseum. This is a Shockland, and it's just blue, but it has threshold. Pay 1 blue and tap it. Sacrifice Colosseum. Target player draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards. Activate if only 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. So this is also a very interesting card. This is a Cephalopod. I don't think that's even what that says, 7. It's like cephalid or something. I think that's how you pronounce it. Cephalid. That's what it is. Now this is a Esper commander or Esper legendary. It is Aaron. Why is my voice cracking? Aaron Arna. Oh my god, I can read. Kennerid, Sky Captain. It has flying and lifelink, and it has ward. You have to discard a card to target this creature. Whenever a modified creature you control attacks, double the number of each kind of counter on it. Then for each non-token permanent attached to it, create a token that's a copy of that permanent attached to that creature. Why would you make this, Wizards? What the fuck? That's just crazy. Ooh, this is pretty. It's Deserted Temple. It's just tap, add colorless, then you can pay 1 and untap a target land. Ooh, excuse me. Then you got Spawn Gain Commander. Whenever you cast the spell, create 3/0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature tokens. With sacrifice this creature, add colorless. Then you can pay 1 and a colorless. Sacrifice an Eldrazi, and then it does 2 damage to any target. That's crazy. This is Eldrazi Repurposer. Whenever you cast a spell and when Eldrazi Repurposer dies, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token. Again, just the Aristocrats Eldrazi commander is scary as all fuck. Like, that's crazy. Then I believe I also pulled this card. Yes, it's the this is literally the Eldrazi sack outlet. Yeah, basically. It's just revamped Siege Gang. Yeah. So this is the Eldrazi sack outlet. You can sacrifice 2 Eldrazi's and return this card from your graveyard to your hand. And it has cycling, by the way. So you just sacrifice 2 Eldrazi's and you just return it to your hand. So if you put things like Ashnod's Altar into this deck, like, that's 4 mana, by the way, off of each Eldrazi spawn, or that's 2 mana off of each Eldrazi spawn that you create, and then you can sacrifice. And then what does that card read again? You pay Wooburg, and creatures you control get +X/+X. So if you make this Eldrazi have a trample counter on it and an indestructible counter on it, you basically just have, like, you're dead. You're dead because it's a 3-cost commander. It's literally 3-cost colorless, but you still have all of Wooburg. That's what the fuck, dude. Like, that commander is actually broken. I might have to steal that. I'm sorry. Then we got Corum, the Undertaker. Ooh, we got a little black, red, green going on here. Corum, the Undertaker gets +X/+0, where X is the greatest power among creatures in all graveyards. When Corum attacks, each player mills a card. During each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a spell from among cards in graveyards that were put there from libraries this turn. What the fuck? So if you are going up against, say, an Eldrazi deck, or just a deck that's running insanely big creatures, so any green deck, which this is green, so you just put a shit ton of high cost or high power creatures into your deck and just hope to mill those cards, or you just plan on having no max hand size for the entire fucking game. Like, you don't plan on having no max hand size the entire game, so you just discard creatures that are really fucking big. That's really gross. I don't think I like that. And then we got another Eldrazi. We got Glaring Flesh Racker. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn token. Dude, yeah, no, okay. Fuck the Ulalek card, honestly, because we're gonna fucking build Eldrazi fucking aristocrats up in this bitch. I know you pulled a lot of Eldrazi. I pulled a lot of Eldrazi too. Anyway, the last card is Psychic Frog. I know about this card. This card's pretty cute. Whenever Psychic Frog deals combat damage to a player or a planeswalker, draw a card. So I like this card because it specifically says player or planeswalker. So if you're going up against like a Dahada, like, or hell, even just, you can have this in CEDH, and when you're going up against a fucking Sisay, you can just draw a card off of hitting planeswalkers. Which I think is kind of fucking crazy. Yeah. No, so we only did the at-home event. We didn't do the actual tournament, right? Again, I would do the tournament, but I don't know how to fucking play Modern, which is just 40 card, you know. Now, if it was not excuse me. No, you gotta let me have you gotta let me have those. Hold on, you forgot two of them. These two. I know. Oh, I remember like lore about the Eldrazi's, but I don't actually fucking remember. Yes. Okay. So here is Seven's pulls. So we got, what the fuck? Let me know if you guys can see that properly or not. Okay, so this is Grist Ferocious Larva. It has Death Touch. When this card attacks, here, let me actually move this audio back over to my actual good mic. Okay. We can probably hear better now. When this or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it entered from your graveyard, you can cast it, or you cast it from your graveyard. You may pay a green. If you do, exile Grist, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So what's the transformed version of that card? Like, what's the backside? Then you got Kozilek, the Broken Reality. Nice, nice. Always nice pulls. The Kozilek being the nice ass pull. A Ruby Medallion. Nice. Ooh, we got... Oh, you got the full art Quorum. That's pretty sick. I also got Ugin's Binding as well. That was a little earlier in the stream. Now, Yodi, I'm a little torn on Yodi because, like, she's cool, but you kind of have to cast her from the command zone a lot. So she's just constantly kind of getting more and more expensive, which is fine, I guess, but like, I don't know. Then you got Wooded Foothills, nice, nice. Always love the fetch lands. Ooh, you got Subtlety. When Subtlety enters the battlefield, choose up to one target creature, spell, or planeswalker. Its owner puts it on top or bottom of their library. If you evoke it, exile a blue card. Or you can evoke it by exiling a blue card from your hand. So that's basically just playing it for free. You just have to exile a blue card. Yeah, this is a fucking insane card. I love this card. Like, if anybody tells me that this card is bad in any fucking capacity, I am going to look at them like they have as many fucking tentacles for heads that Eldrazi's have. Because, like, this card is in no way bad. And if someone ever tells me that it is a bad card, I'm going to just backhand them. Why you gotta be weird? Huh? Why you gotta do that? Yes. Then this is the back of it. If you plus one. Excuse me. Create a 1/1 green insect creature token, then mill 2 cards. Put a death touch counter on a token if a black card was milled this way. That's kind of crazy. You can -2 and destroy a target artifact or enchantment. So that's just artifact and enchantment removal. That's just putrefy on a fucking planeswalker. Let's go. And then the ultimate, which is what I think a lot of people are wanting for this card. For each creature card in your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 black insect green black 1/1. Oh, oh my god. Am I really this tired? I haven't slept yet, guys. Say 1/1 black and green insect instead, or except. So yeah, no, that's pretty fucking cool. This 6 is still really, ooh. Hear me out. Hear me out. He really fucking cheap right now. Now, I don't care for foils. But maybe I would want a foil. Now, one thing that I didn't look at actually. So 6, right? It's $9. Ooh, that's actually kind of nasty there, 7. Yeah, so the foil is $9 or $8. I wonder why there's. Ah, okay. So this is the pre-release version, and this is the regular one. So I do have the pre-release version. So mine is going for $6 or $9. I can see 6 shooting up in price by a lot. Yeah. I can definitely see 6 shooting up in price. Um but I think this is where I might end stream. I've already been live for 2 hours essentially because me reading off the cards and kind of pulling them so that everybody can see. Um yeah, of course. It did take a while. And then I will need to edit this eventually. So I can try to put it up on YouTube. Mm. Oh, yes, you're right. This is the promo. So yeah, it is just it's 8:38 then. I see. My bad. I actually didn't see that real quick. I was just looking at the price, honestly, and the fact that it said pre-release. Um yeah. So yeah, no, that's my bad. I didn't see that. Um I'm gonna definitely be looking at 6 on EDH rec, seeing how I can build him because I've been wanting to build a mono green commander. And with that emerald medallion that I pulled, it will help. It's either that or I'm gonna go get some sleep, which it's probably gonna be that instead. But again, thank you all for watching my 2-hour stream. Uh, like I said, just go ahead and visit that TCG player link. We all love buying cards, right? So, boo, I know. Yeah, just visit that TCG player link if you would like to buy some of these cards that I pulled today here on stream. And yeah. I don't know when I'm gonna stream again, but I hope it will be sometime soon. Um and we'll probably be doing some more magic streams again real soon as well. Um but yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. And thank you for those who popped in and said hello. And I will see all of you in the next one.